Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you had a good week. Mine's been good. I actually went into Edinburgh on Wednesday and I met up with a friend that I hadn't seen since before COVID. We were sorority sisters together and we just hadn't seen each other, although we'd kept in touch. So it was just so nice to see my friend again. We picked up traditions that we had had way back in the time. So we went for a coffee at a certain coffee shop. We went into Whittard's, the chocolate and coffee and tea shop, tasted whichever hot chocolates they had at that point going. We then went to the restaurant that we always go to when we're in Edinburgh for lunch, which was just so nice. We chatted, we caught up, and it was just so lovely to spend time with her and just to be face to face again. So that was really good. So that's kind of been that was the big thing that I did this week. The rest of the time it's just been quiet and just gentle, which has been nice. Reading wise, it's been not a bad week. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to get my Kindle up because I can't remember the name of the book that I'm reading at the moment because I wanted to tell you. But what have I read so far this week? Well, I finished Flynn's Folly by Gail Crane. I actually really enjoyed this one. So we meet Jess, who used to help her father run the family B&B at the Folly. But she got an opportunity to go off to Australia, which she took. But she's had to come back because her father has passed away. But he's obviously left her the Folly, etc. But there are a few things that don't quite add up. Money's not what it should be, etc. So there are various things that have happened that he hasn't told her about. And she's having to work all of this out. Excuse me 1 minute. Yeah, so she's having to work all this out, but she doesn't know who to trust. There are two men. There's a guy called Max who comes in and goes, "Oh, by the way, I own half the Folly because your father brought me in as an investor," and she had nothing to do. She knew nothing about this. And then there's Giles, a family friend, who is sort of trying to poo-poo all the ideas that Jess has for, making the B&B a success. So you've got these two stories going on, and then it's like Jess trying to fit back into her hometown or her home village. Her aunt comes to stay as well, and there's all of this to work out. So it was really good. It was a well-paced book, good characters, and I actually really enjoyed it. So that was fun. Then I finished ClanLands by Sam Heughan and Graham McTavish. I really enjoyed this one. I gave this one 3.5 out of 5. Sorry, I got a bit of skin that was annoying me. I was picking at it. Do you ever do that? You pick the skin around your nails? One of my nasty habits. This one, it was really good. I really enjoyed the history that they gave of this from Scottish history. There were snippets of things that they learnt while they were on Outlander. And there were various people they met. The banter between Sam and Graham was really fun. All in all, an enjoyable book, and I think probably for any fan of Outlander, although I have to say I've only watched 2 series and I haven't read any of the books, I think any fan of Outlander will probably really enjoy this book. So those are the 2 books I finished. So what have I started? I started The Great Christmas Cook-Off by Helen. Oh gosh, what's her surname? Sorry, excuse me folks, but I can't remember her surname. Helen Buckley. So I'm reading this as part of the book blog tour. So I'm really enjoying it. So you'll hear my thoughts more on that. The other book I finished, I meant to say, was Homestead Christmas by Elizabeth Bromke. I got this one again from Elizabeth as an e-arc to read and review. I really enjoyed this. We meet Molly, who has come to Prairie Creek to be the teacher of the culinary arts class. She only has 3 students, and 2 of them happen to be the head teacher's children, his son and his daughter. His daughter is really, really into cooking, and she wants to, she obviously wants the culinary arts program. Her brother and his mate, who are also members of the class, they really want the agricultural course, but the agricultural course is stopped because there's no one to teach it. At the beginning of the school year, there is this school fair where all the pupils come and all the teachers are there, and the pupils get to meet the teachers and talk about the programs, etc., etc. And there's also a couple of stalls of craft and food things. And on this, one of the stalls is Liam, whose aunt is there, and she sells soap and stuff like this that she makes from their own ranch. And the ranch is the ranch that they use for the agricultural program. So there's a bit of a spark between Molly and Liam, and his aunt sees this. And she comes up with this great idea that Molly should really teach the agricultural program as well. So the head comes to her and goes, right, okay, we are, the culinary program is going to be put in a pause at the moment. We want you to teach agriculture. And Molly's like, well, wait a minute, I know nothing about agriculture. Yes, you're going to go out to the ranch and Liam's going to teach you, okay? So she has to go out to the ranch to basically learn things to teach the students when they come out to the ranch. But part of this is also the fact that the ranch holds this big town annual harvest festival, and they need help setting this up, and this is where Molly and the kids are going to come in. There is a romance between Molly and Liam, or there could be, and it was just so sweetly done. It was a beautiful story about Molly learning that possibly she can do more than she thinks, Liam getting over the shock passing of his father, how is he going to keep the ranch going, etc., etc. It was just a beautiful, beautiful story, and I really, really enjoyed it. This is the third book in this series. The fourth one comes out in December, and I'm hoping I will get to read that one as well. But I will definitely be going back to read the first two, because I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a really, really good read. So as I say, the other book that I'm reading, and this the Great Christmas Bake Off, is to do with chefs, a bit like I would think the Great British Bake Off, or Master Chef with professionals. And there's rivalries and things like that. I'm enjoying it so far, so it's good. And then the other book I'm reading is Stanley Tucci's Taste. This is his kind of my life through food, and I am really enjoying this. As someone who enjoys food, and the great thing about this is that there are recipes in it as well. It's like, oh yes, I've already spotted a number that I definitely want to read. So that's kind of what I'm reading at the moment. I should hopefully get those two finished. Maybe Stanley Tucci, I'm only reading it at night, so at bedtime, so I'll probably maybe get that finished by next weekend, possibly. We don't know, we'll see. So that's kind of what I've been reading. I have a few things to show you. I won a giveaway on Instagram from Catherine Garbera. I really enjoy her books, and she very kindly chose me as a winner. So I got The Billionaire Plan and Billionaire Makeover. I also got some bookmarks, so they're really, really handy. You can never have too many bookmarks. And then my lovely friend Rebecca, who is the Colourful Book Nester here on YouTube and on Instagram, she saw this and decided that I really needed it in my life, and yes, I have to agree with her. Look at this. Christmas Gnome Special, The Colouring Heaven. I am not joking. Look at these pictures. They are just absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got other ones. Let's see, I'll give you some other ones. And which one is it? So, I am going to have so much fun. I am definitely going to be using this a lot. I've decided I'm going to keep it for sort of during the festive period and into winter, because I think I will just get a lot of enjoyment. I know they're supposed to be Christmas, but I'm just going to enjoy reading them. That's why I'm going to start them, and I'm just going to hopefully keep doing them throughout the year because they just look absolutely beautiful, and I'm so looking forward to doing them. So I know I've said it before, but Rebecca, thank you very much. They're just so sweet. So that's kind of my books and my book hauls. Plans for this weekend. There's rugby on this weekend. Definitely do that. I've got some cross stitch I would like to try and finish. I've got some crochet I would like to finish as well. I will be reading as well. So that's, I've got many things to keep me occupied. So please let me know down in the comments, what are you going to be doing this weekend? What books have you read this week? And what books do you plan to read this weekend? Have you started doing any Christmas prep? I would love to know. I have, you know me. So yes, I've done that. I hope actually maybe next week to make some of my Christmas cards, which would be good. And just get things organised. Dad and I are a week on Monday are going out Christmas shopping, so that's good. So we need to get our heads together to work out what we're going out for Mum. So yeah, so that means Mum and I on the Friday are going out, so that's good. We've got our days set, and we will be having conflabs within the next week of what we're going to go and get. So yeah, so things are beginning to sort of move towards the festive season. So yeah, so that's it for this video, friends. Hope you've enjoyed. Please, give it a thumbs up. I would love to keep my channel going. If you want to talk to me in the comments, ask me about anything, just put your comments down and I will respond to them. And if you'd like to subscribe, it would be lovely if you did so. But until my next video, friends, stay safe, happy reading. Bye.